Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our live broadcast here, UIG Social Enterprise. If you are watching on YouTube, say hello. If you haven't already on YouTube, subscribe so that you can get notified next time we are live. If you're watching on Facebook as well, say hello in the comments so that we can see you. Let us know where you are watching from. And we are also live on LinkedIn. So say hello on LinkedIn. Let us know where you are tuning in from. So we're here for Revival Awakening Preview Part 2, Speakers Showcase, just to talk about the conference that's coming up next week. If you don't know, this is it. Next week, Friday, 21st of November, 2025, we're going to be at Orida Hotel, Maidstone, for this transformational event. If you haven't already booked your tickets, what are you waiting for? Go right ahead. We have actually extended our 50% offer because we've got a few tickets left. So go ahead and get your tickets. If you're watching this anywhere, the link should be in the description. So please go right ahead. And I would also like to start off with acknowledging our sponsors for the conference. That is Christ Apostolic Church, the East London District. Thank you so much for supporting the conference, as well as Divine D's Care. Thank you very, very much for your contribution. We are, of course, still looking for sponsors. So if you want to be part of this amazing work here at UIG and this transformational conference that is really to empower us to unleash our potential, please get in touch, and we would love to hear from you. We still also have a few exhibiting spaces. So if you want to come to the event and showcase your products, your services, and of course, get in touch. We have incredible opportunity for you to network and interact with people in the community. Well, not just Kent, we've got people coming from everywhere, from London. So please do join us. So without too much talk from me, let's start off with just saying hello to the speakers. Say hello, just give a brief introduction to yourself and and where you are at the moment. Should we start from the top? We've got Brother Mike.
Hello, good evening. What a great delight. Thank you very much, Gladness, for the opportunity. Thank the Lord for all the speakers here. Uh, Michael Omolola, an ordained minister in Christ Apostolic Church in Nigeria and overseas. And I'm delighted that I'm in a place where the Lord has put me to share my experiences with Him, how He has literally taken me from the valley of the shadow of death to the path of righteousness. Thank you very much. I think I can stop there for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. We've also got Angela with us. Angela Morris, please introduce yourself. Okay, Angela's having tech issues. That's fine. Let's go to Pastor Tunji and Elizabeth. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Team in the house.
Hello, everyone. I am Tunji Olujimi. I'm a book publishing coach and a pastor, minister of the gospel, a speaker as well. And I help people write and publish their book to share their God-given message. And I run events. We run events to share the gospel through worship and also through entrepreneurship as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Olujimi and I am a coach, speaker. I'm also a facilitator with the Maxwell leadership team. So I coach around the areas of confidence, leadership, communication, and I run a women's ministry as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. And yes, I would like to testify. I wrote my very first book back then, 2018, 2019. And it was Pastor Tunji that helped me with my first book and my second one. And I'm sure the more I write, and he will support me. So I really can't wait. I hope you're going to talk a bit about book coaching at the conference, because I know a couple of people who are really looking forward to that. So thank you so much. We've also got Petronila with us. Please say hello.
Hello, good evening. Hi there. Hi.
Hi, Petronila.
Hi, good evening. My name is Petronila Silik. I am from Slovakia. I am a mother of 3 children, also a carer for my disabled mom. Also, I'm an author of my book, Choose to Never Give Up. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I opened my charity, no-profit organization, which is helping survivors and victims of domestic violence. And I am which is called the Petronil's Hope Charity. And we open also advice center in Chatham. We'll be running in 8 languages. So yeah, that's
Wow.
it.
Amazing.
Thank
So
you.
humble. Petronila does amazing work in Chatham
Thank
with
you.
social and her charity. So thank you for that intro. We also have Sadie with us. I believe Sadie is just going to be audio today. Sadie, are you there? We've lost Sadie. Okay. Is Angela able to say hello? Is she back online? Okay, then we'll say hello to Sadie and Angela in a bit. But let's start off with really just talking about the theme. Those of you who were with us last time heard us talk about the theme of the conference, which is Revival Awakening. It's about discovering purpose and taking territories. So I would love to know, Pastor Tunji, what does that mean for you? What does this theme actually mean to you?
Okay, so revival awakening. Wow, for me, that means it is time to awaken whatever God has put on the inside of you. Because when we speak about revival, we're speaking about God coming into a place and doing something that's not been done before. And all of us carry glory. Okay, there's a glory on the inside of us that needs to be awakened so that there could be revival. So be it in ministry, be it in business, be it in family, be it in your career, there is something that God has placed in you that needs to wake up in this season, especially because of the season that we are in. You know, with AI and all these things, with technology and with business, you need to awaken into this new phase that we are living in right now. So I believe that God wants to do something new in each and every one of us. And now is the time for revival from within, spiritually and mentally.
Wow, wow, wow. That's so powerful. There's something within every single one of us. I'm constantly talking about there's a purpose, right? So what does it mean when we say discovering your purpose and taking territories? I'll stick with you, Pastor Tunji, on that. What does that look like?
So discovering what God has assigned and called you to do. What is the very thing that you believe that you were born for? Once you understand your purpose, once you understand your assignment, then you can take territory. You can't take territory without knowing where you're called to take territory or what you've been called to take territory in. So you got to find your purpose. You've got to find what you've been aligned to. You've got to find what is the very essence of why you've been placed on earth. And then you can go and take territory, be it in the business world, in the ministry world, in family, in government, in media, wherever it is that you've been placed, you go and take territory in that area.
Wow. I have one more to add to this, because I hear someone there watching and going, well, why does it matter? Why do I need to discover why I was created to do? Why is that important?
It's important because you've not been placed there for nothing. You've been placed there to do something. You can't just live life every day for yourself or live life doing nothing. You've been put there for a reason to leave an imprint. So it really matters because you've been called to leave a legacy. So what is the very thing that you know that God has called you to do here on earth? You've got to find your purpose, because if you don't find your purpose, you're just going to live life without purpose.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Elizabeth, please tell us, what is a revival awakening for you, sis?
So when I think of a revival awakening, the picture that comes to mind is a plant. So if you picture a plant which is not necessarily thriving, it's just there. It needs attention. It needs a recharge. It needs more life added into it. It needs probably some watering. It needs some TLC.
Yes.
When I think of revival awakening, there's a lot of people out there who are stuck in the daily routine of life. And they just need, like this plant, it's just going about it day to day. But deep inside, there's a void. There's something missing. And so revival awakening, it's like when someone is when they're doing CPR on somebody, right? And they use the machines.
Oh, yes.
And it usually just like charges you and like and then you wake up again.
Yes.
So that's kind of the way I'm picturing revival. Like I'm having these images in my mind. So I'm having the image of a plant like coming back to life.
Wow.
Starting to thrive. So going from a place of just surviving to a place of thriving. You know, somebody who is like, life is just normal. Life is lifing. Life is, you're not in control of your day to day because you're just stuck in the routine. You're stuck in the routine. So when you have this revival awakening, you're more intentional. You're more aware. You're more purposeful in the things that you're doing.
Wow. I love that. I love that concept. Literally everything you said is sending shivers through my veins because it's like a recharge. It's like it's kind of like you have to, even phones nowadays, it has to be rebooted or re-downloaded and all sorts, right? It's kind of like the same thing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's go to Angela. A little bit on discovering purpose. Oh, yes. And of course, say hello. We didn't get to say hello to you. So please introduce yourself first.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I literally, as you went live, for some reason, my computer, which never goes rogue, decided to go rogue. So that's probably a good sign, right? So
yes,
something great is coming. So yes, my name's Angela Morris. I'm a radio broadcaster. I'm an author. I'm also a coach, but I specialize really with supported living and also workplace communication.
amazing.
So revival awakening for me is I think I talked a bit about it last time, but to revive actually means to bring back from the dead and then to wake up. So it's basically being prepared, I think, for going for transformation, going through a transformation of your life. And I think that's a good thing. I think we need more transformation more than anything in this coming time. So I don't know if you wanted me to talk about what I'm going to be doing now or just talk about that bit.
Hold that thought
I'll
for
hold that
a little
thought.
while longer. What about discovering purpose and taking territory?
Well, that's all part of the transformation, isn't it? You know, when you are going through your transformation, it is a journey of discovering, unraveling your purpose, and that can take time. And sometimes, not only can it take time, but sometimes your purpose can unfold in a way that you're not expecting it to. Because it's not necessary. You know, the amount of people who have to make a 360-degree turnaround because maybe what they're doing is now dead. So part of the revival is to wake up from the dead.
Wow, you just said something. What you've been doing is not working. Does it mean that the revival awakening can happen at any moment? It's not necessary. Can it be when you say change? Does it mean
it can be a light bulb? Yeah, it can be a light bulb moment, a moment of clarity that comes out of nowhere. Sometimes it's literally you get like a spiritual download, like you're like, where did that thought come from?
Right.
It can be something that somebody said that was also that clarity moment, but you can feel it because there's something in your spirit that resonates with what the person's saying. It's like when Jesus when the disciples, when they didn't recognize who he was, And then they said, did not our hearts burn within us? We knew there was something about this guy. They've been following him for 3 years. But they were like, didn't our hearts burn within us? There's that resonance. So yes, I mean, what does it look like? Which is not what I'm going to be talking about, but I'm saying, what can that look like? It can look like a sense of clarity. It can look like a sense of resonance. It can look like or feel like a final confirming. And then the challenge then is that when that awakening has happened, how do you step into it? Because people will remember the old you. And they may not always want to embrace the new you. But that's not what I'm talking about in my session. Just talking about that subject.
Wow, thank you so much. Right, if you've just tuned in, wow, we are here for Revival Awakening Preview. It's the Speakers Showcase Part 2. We're just speaking to the speakers, talking about the conference and what they're going to be doing. I can see comments popping up. So thank you so much for tuning in with us. Please share this broadcast. Somebody out here needs to hear, somebody out there needs a revival awakening, as we've heard. So please share it. And if you haven't already, and this is really touching you, it's resonating with you, whatever place you are, everything may be great. You could need to come for an awakening, for an enlightenment, for a recharge, right? So if you haven't already booked your tickets, go ahead and do so. We are 8 days till the conference. We've got a few more tickets, and we are extending the 50% off until this Friday. So you have until Friday to book your tickets. Go right ahead, check the description of the video. YouTube, I think, it's been pinned at the top. So click the link, get your tickets before you miss out. We've just got a few spaces left. Let's have this revival awakening. Let's discover purpose and take territories. So I'm going to go to Petronila. Are you still with us? Please tell us what does this conference mean for you? You've heard a little bit of what everyone has to say, but what does this concept mean to you personally?
So Revival Awakening, I made a for me. So it's like a new chapter, a new level, and also new voice rising inside me. And now for the purpose, now which one I know, for the survivors of domestic violence.
Yes.
And also celebrate that what enemy tried to destroy, God used to elevate. And yeah.
Oh, wow, amazing. And I thank you for the reminder. Celebrate. I keep forgetting. We have a gala dinner, everyone. So we will end the night with celebration. There is going to be a gala dinner where it is about celebrating, discovering our purpose. It is about celebrating where we are. It's about celebrating transformation, celebrating life, and most importantly, celebrating the work that we do at UYG Social Enterprise, and the support that we provide. And I'm realizing halfway in, I did not even introduce myself or who UIG is. I'm assuming everybody knows, but if you're tuning in for the first time and you have no idea what UIG is, UIG stands for Unleash Yourself with Gladness. We're a community interest company based in Maidstone, Kent. We focus on personal development and women empowerment. So we've organized this amazing conference to really just emphasize on the need for personal development. Everything that's been talked about is all personal development, working on yourself, understanding your purpose, achieving your goals, working to unleash your potential. And I'm the founder of this amazing organization. We're just 4 years old, and we've got an amazing team. We are forever looking for volunteers. Let me just put that in there. So if you're thinking, wow, I would love to be part of this, get in touch. You can simply email us, uygsocialenterprise@gmail.com. We are actually based at the mall in Maidstone, ground floor offices. The postcode is ME15 680 is being shared on the screen along with our website. So I guess I was just so excited to speak to everyone.
If I can
Yes, please, Petronila, go ahead.
And just last things I want to say, because the regarding the purpose the gentleman was sharing, and I just put it like, if I can say in a sentence in the end, that my pain got turned to purpose.
Amen.
So, and it's also for me like it's actually a revival me inside me. So thank you.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. And again, just having you, Petronila is going to be part of the Queen Unleashed panel, which is most of the women there who have gone through domestic abuse and rebuilt their life, is to demonstrate what can happen when you discover your purpose, when you take the pain and realize that there is power in it, that God has a purpose for allowing you to go through anything such as domestic abuse. And it's really just going to highlight and demonstrate what it means to do this work of personal development, because very few, few unfortunately are able to rebuild their life. And our work really is to empower and encourage and get this message out that there is a purpose behind your pain and anything you go through. So thank you so much. Can we hear from Sadie briefly on what this conference means to you? If you're able to talk now, introduce yourself first. Are you with us? We've lost Sadie. No problem at all. Okay, so now let's go into discussing a little bit about what you're going to be sharing with us at the conference. If we can start with Brother Mike, tell us about this workshop that you are going to be running. Oh, with sound, I think you're muted.
Thank you very much, Gladness.
You're welcome.
I'm going to summarize it this way. Being yourself. The Spirit of the Lord brought to me a few months ago the story of David, not and Goliath, David and Saul. So Saul had Saul, yeah, King Saul. King Saul had an expert armory weapons, a professional fighter's weapon, a great commander warrior's weapon with which he goes to war. And he recommends it to David. And David says to King Saul, after trying to put them on, I'm sorry, my lord, long live the king. I've not used them before. Permit me to go with my catapult. It sounds stupid because no one has ever been to war with catapult. So the Holy Spirit came to me a few months ago. Oh boy, that was where you got it wrong. Saul's weapons were good, but not meant for David. How does that relate to me as a person? By the way, our lives go in circle. Same principles, similar experiences or different experiences, but same principle. So I'm going to be going to this more in detail on how the Lord has brought me out of the darkness into which I walked myself. Is it possible for someone to walk into darkness? Yes. And is it possible to find a way back? Yes. Come, we'll discuss that in detail. We don't have that time now.
Wow.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Brother Mike. That's amazing. Really looking forward to that. Let's go to Pastor Tunji. What should we expect from your workshop at the conference?
Okay, so I'll be speaking on why it is important for you to share your message. If you want to birth revival, part of revival is sharing a message. So when it comes to a church doing revival, a message of the gospel is being shared for a revival to take place. Okay. So we all have a message. God has put something on the inside of each and every one of us. You probably run a business, you have a career, you're in ministry. There's a message that is on the inside of you that needs to come out for the world to read. So we all have a book on the inside of us. And now is the time for that to come out. So I'm going to be showing you why it is important to share your message, to know who your message is for, know your mission, and to know your market. So those three M's, your mission, your market, and your message in order to cause revival.
Wow. Amazing. Getting your message in a book. Wow. Very, very exciting. Thank you so much for sharing that. What about
I
you?
think, sorry, Gladness, Pastor
Yes.
Tunji may be helping me now to get my story into book or
Yeah.
books.
Yes, I was gonna say, Pastor Toon, you're not telling them how they could write their book in 90 days, the way we did mine, but okay, let me keep my mouth shut. Thank you so much. Elizabeth, please give us a snippet of what to expect from your workshop.
So I'll be talking about pursuing your passions with purpose. Now, we all have a purpose. We know that we're here for a reason, but you can know your purpose and be in a place of dormancy, in a place of stagnation. But when you decide to intentionally pursue it, it makes a difference. That way, your purpose then starts to have impact on the world around you. And when we bring passion into it, like we all have things that we are passionate about. We all have something that we are passionate about. But that passion is not going to have an impact on anybody or anything unless we link it with purpose. Unless we it's almost like you're giving it a target. It's almost like you're giving it an assignment. Like, I have this passion, but what is the point of this passion? How can this passion impact the world? How can I use this passion to impact the world? So, for example, if you're passionate about speaking, there are a lot of people out there that can speak. But you have to then refine your message, and you have to think about, what's the purpose for my speaking? If I am going to speak, what's the purpose? What impact is it going to have? Who am I targeting? So all this you discover while you're pursuing that passion. But you have to be intentional with it, and this is where purpose comes into it. And I'll say the three P's. So pursue, passion, purpose. We're going to go into it.
Wow. Hold back.
Hey, I've been in the room.
That's it.
Hold back, the three P's. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for that insight.
Sorry, Gladness.
Yes.
Can I quickly apply Sister Elizabeth's to my life? You see, one day, about 19, 20 years ago, I was teaching in a church where I was the pastor, and I was teaching on Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. I think that's Hebrews chapter 12. Yes. Looking up to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the sake of the glory set before him endured the cross. I was teaching, and then I whispered inside me to the Holy Spirit, I can't see any glory. I don't see any reason to endure. Okay. Now, talking about purpose, I was a blessed teacher. A blessed teacher who can see the purpose. I'm just elaborating what Sister Elizabeth said. Come, and I'm sure this conference is going to help many. Thank you, Sister Elizabeth, for your insight and your ministry. God bless you more.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Brother Mike. Wow, this is getting very, very, very spicy now. Okay. Can we hear from Angela? Angela, what can people expect from you at your workshop?
Okay, so my workshop is going to be on the subject of living authentically. So the first thing they can expect when they come into my workshop is to do a bit of work, because I am going to be bringing everybody a workbook that I have put together especially for this conference that they can take away with them. And in that workbook, we're going to cover certain areas and practical matters. So I'm, as an author, my brand and my branding, as you know, because you've been on my show, Gladness, the Don't Let Them Stop You theme. So if you see Don't Let Them Stop You, you'll associate that with me. It's my books, it's my radio show. So what I'm going to be talking about is, how can people make that transition to living authentically? What is living authentically? Going to talk about how people can give themselves permission to be themselves unapologetically, And one of the key things that I'm really going to be going into is how do you set boundaries, which is one of the key things about being able to live authentically. And I'm really, it's a hot topic for me. I think that's one of the things that we don't really know how to set boundaries for ourselves. We don't even know what a boundary is. But that's okay, because I'm going to be bringing that education, that content as well, that people can then go out. When you leave my workshop, you're going to feel somewhat empowered to make some changes, or at least start to make some changes in your life.
Wow, that's amazing. Boundaries. Oh, that's an important one. And I think in whichever space, whether it's relationship, work, and generally in life, we do need to learn about boundaries. So I've already started reading your book, and I know that this is going to be good. So thank you so much for that. Petronila, are you able to share with us a little bit with regards to what you're going to be sharing? So I know you're in the panel, you're going to be sharing your story, but what can they expect to learn from your story? What can they learn from it?
They can learn that my story is about I am a survivor of domestic violence, and I'm gonna share the story regarding my mother, who is also a survivor of domestic violence. And I found my mother after 33 years, and my mother was abused. And what they're gonna learn that is forgiveness is possible. It's a choice. Without forgiveness, I wouldn't be take care of my mother right now. It's 8 years now, so this is what they're gonna take it, and they can make it. But also, what they're gonna learn, I am foreigner. I'm from different country, and I couldn't speak properly more than 10 years because of the PTSD and a lot of things. And actually, abuse took away from me a lot of confidence. So they will learn from that it's possible to heal, but it's possible, doesn't matter where you're from, and it's possible to, you can get back your voice, even you suffered or whatever, it's possible to heal. Doesn't matter where you're from.
Wow, that's so powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Who is going to be an eventful day? And all I can do is really encourage you. What we're getting here is just 2-3 minutes. So imagine a full day from the speakers. I am pretty sure no matter where you are in life, what stage of purposeful living or what stage of taking territory that you're on, you are bound to leave the room transformed. So we're going to do our closing words and really just... Is Sadie back? Wonderful. Sadie, welcome, 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 Sadie. If you're able to say hello, just say hello to us. I know you were traveling already, explained, so we understand. Please say hello, introduce yourself, and maybe just tell us a little bit about what this conference means to you personally.
Good evening. Can everyone hear me? I've been having some connection problems, so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We can hear
So
you now.
yeah, you can hear me. Okay, great. So my journey's not always been easy, but it's shaped me in a way that I understand freedom now. So I've lived through seasons where my voice felt small, and where the weight of expectations or circumstances that I've been through has made it hard for me to see beyond what's on the inside, really. So each step forward and each moment of choosing honesty, courage and growth, it's taught me that freedom isn't something that's given to us. It's something that we already own, and we claim it, right? So I stand here or sit here in my car as someone who's worked to break cycles, rewrite narratives, choose possibility over limitation. I believe that freedom belongs to everyone. So the freedom to evolve, to be seen, to be heard, to build a future that honors who we truly are. So with that, freedom comes as a responsibility. So it has to be rooted in compassion. We're all called to recognize and honor the purpose that's inside others. So to make space for their voices, we support each part of their journey as fiercely as we protect our own, because when we uplift one another's purpose, we all move closer to freedom for all.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sadie, for that encouragement. As you can see, We have a variety of speakers, from those who have been and overcome domestic abuse to now running their own charity. Sadie's runs her own social enterprise. It's really just to signify and exemplify what we're talking about, the work of personal development and what it can do for you. So I want us to conclude with just one thing. Maybe we'll just go to one speaker. We'll go to Pastor Tunji and Elizabeth to tell us why they should come to this conference. Why should they come to the Revival Awakening? Give us the closing words.
Wow, closing words, right? I would say you definitely need to be there. One, because it's time to reset. This conference is going to position you to start 2026 on a different level. This conference is going to help you to get to that next level. Sometimes we're asking questions and we don't know where to look. But if you come to this conference, in the room right there, you will find your answer, because there will be a fire that you will catch that will set you alight for the next season of your life. Amen. So don't just listen, take action. Buy a ticket, not just for you. Buy a ticket for your sister, your brother, your frenemies. Buy a ticket for all of them and send them the link too, because you need to be in the room. You're not going to catch the fire if you're not close to the fire. Ooh. I'm bringing fire. We're all bringing fire.
That's right. Fire. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Pastor Tunji, give us the last words. Why should they come to this Revival Awakening?
If you're ready to move forward, then I think this is going to be a catalyst for you. If you are ready to awaken what you believe God has put on the inside of you, then this is going to be a Kickstarter for you. Why? Because the Bible says that He's doing a new thing and it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Yes. God is going to make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. There's going to be a new wave of information that you're going to air that is going to take you to the next level. So you need to be in the room. Being in the room makes the difference. In the room, there's certain things you air that shifts you into a new realm. So you need to be in the room. Don't just air about it. Go get your ticket, be in the room, and make sure that you are ready to take action on what you air.
Wow, thank you so much. I mean, I was having a conversation the other day just about this. People feel stagnant. People are looking for change. But then what are you doing to make that change happen? The Revival Awakening for you may just be to be present. Maybe you're not clear. Maybe you're not sure. Right? Everything's being said and you don't know what this means. Well, for you, it could be actually when you get to the conference, right? Making that move and doing something different that you've never done before. Maybe you've never been to a conference. Well, this could be the one for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Those of you watching live, those of you watching on replays, well, thank you for tuning in. I want to say thank you to every single one of the speakers today for coming in. I really appreciate your time. And so go out there, get your ticket, check the link, share it with a sister, a brother. Elizabeth said, even a friend of me, just send it to them, right? And I look forward to seeing you next Friday, 21st of November at Orida Hotel for the Revival Awakening. Thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And
You're blessed.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Looking forward.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much to the tech as well. Thank you. Bye.